6 of our Lee 6-pack Pro review. This section I'm gonna work slowly here so that you can see how this press actually operates. You'll notice a primer shuttle there, the primer slider feeding primers into the station here, and when you prime you have to force the press a bit down on the handle to prime the case all the way. Getting a powder throw at the top and adding some flare. Priming again. We've got our powder check die working. So obviously you can go much faster than this, but whenever I'm using a new press, I like to learn the feel of the press, and I'm getting there with this press. And for the purpose of this video, so that you can appreciate how everything works. This primer system is excellent. Had a little problem with the primer pin here not riding on these ridges here. I've actually retrofitted a pin from a Pro 1000 in here. That's the way Lee is fixing it in the States. The ones we got here in South Africa, the pin is a bit too thin and it doesn't ride properly on there. There's a couple of hacks that you can do there. I'll explain that later. But yeah, otherwise than that, everything is working 100%. See that little push down there to prime the case all the way. So let me shut up and show you a couple of rounds. Once I get an inline bullet feeder on this thing, the speed is going to pick up tremendously. I love this press. This is an awesome press. Comparing this to the Pro 1000 or Loadmaster even, there's no comparison. Setting up this press is easy if you're clever about it. Follow the instructions. Setting up a Pro 1000 timing, setting the index with that timing screw, making sure the case sensor is right. With a Loadmaster, making sure the carrier alignment is 100%, flippers and index rods and all of that. Doable, easy to do. I can set up a Pro 1000, I think, with my eyes closed now. Loadmaster takes me maybe 10 minutes more. But this is just so much easier. There's none of those hassles. Follow the instructions, easy to set up. A tip that I want to give you guys is what I think is a safe thing to do when you set this press up. Take the index rod out. Advance the press manually when you're setting up your dies and you're setting your powder measure and your powder check and those types of things. I think it's just safer. This press does not like to be short stroked. So please do not short stroke the press. Complete the stroke every time. You can jam up the shell plate, or you can, in worst case scenario, I think you can break the plastic clutch in there, which is also easy to replace and cheap. But rather don't do that. I think take the index rod out, advance the shell plate manually, go step by step, set your dies up. I think that will be much easier. Like I said, the only problem I had was the pin on the primer trough. That's the original pin. It's too thin and it can move freely in here. Obviously I can pull it out, and that's creating problems. It's not, well, not problems, it's not shaking the primer tray to keep primers feeding. There is a hack that you can put a refill of a pen, the plastic part, you can cut it off and put it on there to help that, and that seems to work from the forums in America. I wish I saw that before I added the Pro 1000 pin in here, which works, but it's not 100% here. Doesn't look nice for me, but it does work. That's also the solution in America. What Lee has done, they've replaced that pin with the pin from the Pro 1000, which is a thicker pin. So new primer drops will ship with that. We should get that end Feb, beginning March. But I'll keep you guys up to date with that. But other than that, this press is just working. That's, like I said, setup is much easier than a Loadmaster and a Pro 1000. The index system is simple, it works, it's not difficult to figure out, there's no settings. The primer system is what sets this press apart. This is a huge jump for Lee. From the primer systems on the Pro 1000 Loadmasters, those type of things, to this is amazing. This primer system works. The way it works, the way it's designed, it's just something different for Lee. I did have one customer that had a bit of a problem with the primer system, the slider and guide sticking a bit. We found that there is a little burr on the primer guide and on the retainer ring. So if you do get that, just take the retainer ring out, just check if there's any burrs or anything. It's plastic part, so there could be a burr. It's always been a Lee problem with the plastic part, so just check if there's anything like that. Yeah. So this press, I'm impressed. This thing works. I've loaded probably about 700 rounds on it. Primers are seating perfectly. COL is, there's a little bit of variance, but it's normal with 9mm, but it's not a lot. It's intolerance. Cases, I don't have my case here, so I can show you, but the cases are all sizing perfectly. Primers are seating perfectly. Crimping is spot on. Powder check is spot on. Powder check die works. I just got the little problem with the light not coming on always, but it does. The buzzer does go off, so it will show me. And I've tested that a couple of times because it's a new system to me, so I want to get used to it. I don't want to just rely on that. So I've been going slow and placing the bullet on my hand because we're waiting for the inline bullet feeder. But yeah, this press works. So just that tip, remove the index rod when you do settings. If you want to change anything like that, just do not short stroke the press. If you take the index rod out, you can't do that. Advance the press manually and just do your settings and things like that. I fine-tuned everything. The die lock, breech lock bushings here with the O-rings have been working perfectly. I don't have any problems with that. My dies haven't moved anything. I can't say enough about this press. This thing is amazing. It's a giant leap forward for Lee. I love this thing. So yeah, we'll continue loading on it, and if we do find any problems, we'll update you guys. But yeah, I don't see any problems here. The only problem I see is I'm gonna run out of powders and primers. This thing loads so easy. So thanks guys.